Oh, oops, I forgot to take Shane off of the screen. Hi, everyone. Welcome on in. Jake, it was me. I forgot that you can't see the reasons when you get timed out. So I timed out Jake there for a second. Because Jake's previous message right before that was, I can't believe I got timed out for participating. And then I timed him out for 1 second for the reason participating. So it was funny on my end, and the other mods could see it, but otherwise everybody else couldn't see it. I saw the reason for the first one just said not bad, Jake. Oh, okay, that one was Ryan's. Mine was the second one, and it was for participating. As you were like, wow, I can't believe I got timed out for participating, but there we go. Hello. I saw it said no. There you go. Hi, everyone. Welcome on in. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Welcome on in. What's going on? Hello. Hello. You can kind of tell. Okay. I guess you can kind of tell, but you kind of not, I guess, on camera. My hair does look slightly different. There's more dimension within it. It's not just all blonde now that you can actually see it. For anyone that is new here, hey, this is what I actually look like. This is me in comparison to me dressing up as Shane yesterday. So, okay, I'm moving the camera back. I moved it over yesterday, and now gotta move it back for whatever reason. I don't even know why I moved it over yesterday. Who knows? Who knows? Regardless, Jake, congrats on first as well, and welcome on in. How was everyone's day today? What'd y'all get up to? Peyton, hello, welcome on in. Again, Jake, congrats on first. Rando, hello. Jade, hello, welcome on in. Hello, Mel. Hello, Cody. Hello, Kate. Hello, J-Bach. Hello, welcome on in, y'all. Oh, Cody's getting groceries, never mind. But also hello. Hi, G-Money, welcome on in. Hello, Ryan as well. J-Fern, hello. I know who that is. I know who my VIPs are. Even with a changed username, I still know who that is. Hello. Hi, Nia, welcome on in. Melanie, hello as well, too. Dragon, hello, welcome on in. Still rocking Good Kid? Heck yeah. Oh, of course. Of course. I love the Junimo stickers. Oh, right here? Oh, there's so many Junimos going on right here. I have a Junimo, like, oh, that was a bunch of paper clips right there. I have a Junimo beanie right here. I have an actual, like, Junimo plushie right here. And I have the mayor's shorts as a little sticker. And I have this little pink Junimo here as a sticker. And then I have a blue Junimo pin and a blue chicken pin. I have so many Stardew things, like, in my environment here right now. Can you tell I kind of do a lot of Stardew things? I mean, I've got the whole board game in the background as well, too. And a Krobus. Which is that little smile that's right next to the Junimo. So, exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. This is your first time genuinely seeing the new hair on your stream. Yes, on my stream. Where I can make an effort to, like, show you the hair. Because I can't really do it. Did you cut it? I did cut it. I did cut it. And not very much. It was only like a ½ inch. I should clarify that. I got my hair colored, again, recolored. Because my roots were really showing. And so I got it recolored. I went slightly in a different direction with my hair. And will continue to do so to bring in some more warmer colors within my hair. So it's not super dark. But yeah. But only like a ½ inch cut off. Because the last time I went in to go and get my hair cut, I told her to keep going. When she had originally cut my hair. And then it was too short. So we're here at a length that I really like. But yeah. Yay! Looking hella fire. Thank you. I got little spider earrings on today. Look at the little spiders. These are like a TJ Maxx exclusive. Not exclusive. I think they're like Betsy Johnson or whatever. But I got them from TJ Maxx. And they're really cute. So, there you go. A very, very cute little moment. I have a work story that yet again proves why old people kind of suck. Do you want my entire job description as to why sometimes why my job dealing with old people often sucks? But that's what it is. Yeah, my last name changed. Exciting. Submitted all my paperwork, just waiting now. Figured I'd change everything already anyway. Exactly. I would agree with that statement. If you were changing your last name, screw the paperwork. It's already changed. Yeah, Cody's getting me Chobani flips. I'm not a big fan of Greek yogurt at all. Even like the Chobani yogurt itself, I don't know. I need like super sweet yogurt when I eat yogurt. Like I'm a big just like a strawberry yogurt fan, and that's it. I don't really deviate from that. So looks like Clovis is eating the June. Well, it kind of does. True. Why do their roots get why do girls get their roots colored really often but don't dye it? What do you mean by that, Peyton? I'm very confused by your statement with that. Because I only get highlights put in my hair. I don't get my whole head dyed. Clarify, I do not get my whole hair dyed. Because there's a difference between dyeing it and highlighting it. It's because I don't want to absolutely destroy my natural hair color. So I just highlight it so that I can still have growth. When you dye it, it actually like affects like the actual like hair depth as far as I believe. So that is why I get my roots retouched up and things like that. It's because it just like it grows, hair grows. That's why you have to touch it up very often, I guess, in a way. And yeah, and Nia says hair growth. Yeah, precisely. But also dyeing a whole head of hair, it takes a long time, especially, and it's also way more expensive in a salon. So, too far in front of Mike. We heard nothing after spider. Ah, okay. They're just cute little spider earrings. They're from TJ Maxx. So. That's all that it is. That's all that it is. They're from TJ Maxx. That's all I had said before. Also, hi, Gabe. I'm supposed to be welding. Gotcha. Greek yogurt can be weird. Agreed. True. True. It's for what the toppings are for. And I don't. It's good for digestion. My digestive tract, totally fine. Totally good. Old lady came to drive-through and sent me her debit card over and said she needed 1.5 withdrawal, but the debit card was for a different bank, so I can't do anything with that. And she also said she had no idea and proceeded to yell at me before driving off. Yikes. I mean, you did what you could. Or people are just going to yell at you anyways. That's how it works with customer service. But I'm so sorry. That does kind of suck when anybody yells at you. 14 hours done. 3 more to go. Jeez, Gabe. Jeez. I just read that message and I got a little weirded out, and then I remembered that I was in a Shane cosplay yesterday, and that made sense. That comment made sense after reading it, but at first it was not. At first it threw me off. It made me do like a double take. I was like, Not great. But then I remembered I was in Shade cosplay yesterday, and that's what you're referring to, and it's not supposed to be taken in another direction. So there we go. Yeah. My day today, not so bad. Nothing else was going on. I do have some not so fun news, besties. I do have some not so fun news. The Sunday thing that I was going to be doing on GDQ, the hotfix show, It's Dangerous to Go Alone. It was supposed to be on the 30th here. We're rescheduling it. It's being rescheduled for December, because the chat had this is public knowledge now. She put it out into her Discord, so it's okay. But it's no longer on Sunday. It is now being rescheduled for December just because the chat had a family emergency. So, we will not be doing that on Sunday. We'll not be doing that on Sunday, which is sad, but it's okay. It's okay because it's being rescheduled and it's not that big of a deal. So, you know what? I might just quit my job. Oh gosh, Gabe. Maybe don't quit your job. For your sake and your future, maybe don't quit your job because I feel like you've gone through like so many jobs in just the last year. Sorry that happened. Hope LeChat is doing okay. Yes. LeChat herself is doing okay. It's her family. But I can't share further information. So, you know what's going on. Family stuff. But yeah. So Thursday, tomorrow's stream, we're not going to be practicing, obviously, for the 4-player run. Because people are obviously preoccupied with family stuff. But also, now our run's not on Sunday. So it'll be a good time. Sunday I will be streaming on my channel. Probably not at noon, but probably at my 1 p.m. time, my normal time. And yeah. And then tomorrow, TBD. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow on stream. I'll let y'all know. I'll figure it out. Maybe a little variety moment. It depends on what we're vibing with. Depends on what we are vibing with. But yeah. Quit a job once, and now look at me. I spend all my time on Twitch shitposting in cool people's chats. There you go, Jake. I don't work at a club and dance for money. Screw it. I mean, you do you. Whatever you feel the vibe is. Regardless, we support whatever occupation you choose to pursue. Fun thing about work was they gave me aux and I played Old Panic all day and everyone loved it until some 4-year-old came in and heard the word shit. Oh no. But that's still so fun. Old Panic, fantastic. I've really just I haven't been listening to anything other than the new 1975 and the new Taylor Swift album. That's my whole music library at the current moment is just those two albums. I mean, I've also thrown in like a little bit of Dayglow's new album, which came out even like a week before the 1975 album. Like the 1975 album was like 2 weeks ago. Taylor Swift's album was a week ago. Dayglow's album was like 3 weeks ago, so like the beginning of the month. So Dayglow, 10 out of 10 band. Absolutely. So if you haven't listened to their new album, highly recommend. I still haven't made my way to listening to the Puddle Ducks' EP. I have to do that, but I haven't been able to because I've been so pre-absorbed in Taylor Swift land. Because I flippin' love Taylor Swift. I apologize But when the parent left, I said that kid had to grow up sometime, and my coworkers laughed. I mean, true. It's probably not like they've probably heard it before. That's about it. I also feel like I actually have a life now that I'm not working that job. I can be far more relaxed now. Fair. Fair. Yeah. What's up, Vaughn? Hello. Welcome on in. True. 2022 has been a good year for music. Honestly, this entire month was a good month for music, just in general. It was like really, really good. No complaints. Trying to think about how my like actual day at work was today. It was fine. I have now been promoted to having to go to a morning meeting at 9 a.m. now. On the days when my like boss is off at her other building, she like splits two buildings and she like manages both of them. So she is at one building on certain days and she's at my building on the other days. So on Monday, Wednesday, and like every other Friday, I have to go to like a morning meeting at 9 a.m. and just like listen throughout it. Congrats on the promotion. Not even a promotion. I just have to sit in a meeting. That's it. And then they look at me and they're like, anything new for the therapy department? And I'm like, nothing that Lisa told me that I have to tell you. That's it. Sorry. Although they did look at me, not like look at me, but they like questioned, or they were like, they like turned around and they were like, Lee, can you get this for us? And I'm like, I don't know, can I do I have access to that? I've only been working at this new building for like a month, like, but so I just told other people afterwards. So, and it was it was a good time. Weezer, 1975, Taylor Swift, Red Hot Chili Peppers, all with good albums this month. Did I miss any? Dayglow, the Puddle Ducks' EP, which I haven't fully listened to. I mean, gosh darn it, Paramore came out with a new song. Maybe not even this month. Is this an album? I'm curious. Or maybe this is just, oh no, there's just singles. The band Waterparks has started releasing more music again, and I'm very excited about it too. I think not this month, but probably the month prior, Two Door Cinema Club released an album. I haven't listened to that one fully. I think did the Wombats? Oh no, that's just a song. Okay, a couple of songs. That's not albums, but exciting things. Once as at least music in like 10 years is releasing a new album, I'm so pumped. I'm excited for you, Jake. So exciting. What's up, Zeke? Hello, welcome on in. Are you a social worker? No, I'm not a social worker. I'm a speech language pathologist. And I work in skilled nursing facilities. So that is my life. I forgot I don't like that one. That is what I do. So I work with old people and I do like cognitive-based therapy for memory. And often swallowing therapy as well too. Saw you on the She Is Speed GDQ show doing the Stardew Valley speedrun. I thought it was cool to see. Thank you. Thank you. That is me. My name is Lee. Yesterday I was Shane from Stardew Valley, but I'm back and here is me and my face. Arctic Monkeys dropped an album? I haven't listened to them yet. Kind of like how people respect me since I stole a name tag that says I'm manager. Wow. Incredible. Don't compliment Lee too much. Her ego is already huge from those road records. But yeah, I see you. Alrighty, Jake. Alrighty. Tabellos, hello. Welcome on in. Hello. But yeah. It was good. I included my Mail Manipulator Monday work playlist. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Arctic Monkey stuff. Incredible. Um, I realized after last night's run, I was like, oh shoot. I legitimately have to upload my new PB, which is gonna put me at 10th place. Like right at 10th place for that Shane marriage run, like for the marriage category overall, which is really nice. And I mean, obviously, I think that I could still continue to do better, but this is a good start. I don't normally run Shane Marriage, and y'all know that. So I will happily take a nice PB, especially since I did it in effing cosplay, because that was I can't wait for any of the verifiers to have to sit through a 55-minute run of me in Shane cosplay with my 5 o'clock shadow trying to complete this run. But hopefully it's like Gabby or Terp like that views it and verifies it for me. So oh no, it's Lee again, and she's in cosplay this time. True. Also, hello, Rick. Welcome on in. Surprised an ego that big fits in her 4'7" body. I'm not. I'm 5'3". Goodness. Do it as a chicken next time? I do have the chicken costume. Maybe I just need to submit all of my runs in cosplay. I'll eventually be doing an Elliot one. I have Elliot cosplay that I haven't like fully put together. I just got the darker tie in the mail the other day, which is exciting. So potential Elliot. And then I just need to style the wigs for Sebastian and for Penny. We're rocking with a kiwi guava today. I haven't made my way into the what's it called? Into the new Celsius cans. I just restocked my fridge with a bunch of stuff. Is the majority of my fridge drinks? Absolutely. I have like the fridge that I have is like three shelves. The top one has like soups. The middle one has like I can't remember what the middle one has. It's got like a mixture of things. Eggs, bacon, avocado spread. I don't know what else. And then the third one is just they're all drinks. I got water, got multiple types of seltzer, and then Celsius within my fridge. And then I have like cheese snack packages because that's what I eat on a daily basis for my lunch is cheese snack packages. So it's like cheese and crackers. And then I have these like granola bars. They're like cookies and it's got almond butter in the inside. It's got enough energy. Is it weird that I don't keep my soda in the fridge and don't put it on ice? No, I don't think so. You drink your soda however you like it. So we're gonna lose our minds for the Penny cosplay. Too many of us love her. I have to like I'm gonna have to like pin the like buns situation for like the back of her head. But I don't know how I'm gonna do that like straight away. Now that I have like the wig head that I can do, it should be okay. We'll make it work. We'll see how it goes. So new cosplay every run and you'll PB every time. There you go. Maybe. It's entirely Miller Lights. No. No, not Miller Lights. Remember when Lee said she was quitting Celsius like 2 months ago? Yeah, same. I still remember it. I can now pop out Twitch chat and put it on my other screen. Did you not know that? Yes, you can. Yes, you can pop out Twitch chat. My elbow feels weird. I don't know why. I don't know why. Weird. Weird. I'm gonna wait for the ad to finish because I can see that people are in an ad right now for anyone that is not subbed to the channel. I'm gonna wait for the ad to finish and then I'll explain today's run. Maybe it's got a funny bone in it? True. Probably is. Probably is. Yeah. 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 We've actually done this run before. We've done it one other time, and I don't think I ever completed it. Which is why I'm bringing it back. That's why I am bringing it back. Alrighty, I think we should be back from the ad now. But one thing, number one. New sub goal. I changed it from the Slime Rancher one to Lee speedruns a new game because I thought it would be fun. I have a couple in mind that I would like to speedrun and would like to start, but that's what it is. That's the new goal. But I would do a new speedrun. A brand new game speedrun. My eye has been bothering me today. Might be another glasses day. Who knows? We'll get into it. But yeah. There's that. Should clarify. We're gonna get there. I can feel it in my funny bone. Goodness. Alrighty, but let me explain today's run here. I'm gonna end up redoing this. For anyone that is new here, hello, welcome on in. This is my stream. My name is Lee. This is my Wednesday night stream. Wednesday night is when I typically try and film YouTube specific content. So these items are like a little bit more kind of fast paced outside of like normal speedruns and things like that, I guess. But yeah. So if you do not know what we're doing today, we are doing trash gifts percentage. So this is a speed run that we made up. This is a completely different like meme speed run in which we are going to be gifting every single character in Stardew Valley a piece of trash on their birthday. Let's see how fast we can do it. But that's what we're doing. Yeah. Again, for those of you that are new here, and I've mentioned it a couple of times in the Discord here, one of my goals for this next like chapter within my streaming and I don't know, within everything else. A trash gift for your birthday, Nick! Thank you for the bit. I appreciate it. Within my one of my goals for this next like chapter within my like content creation stuff, right? I started TikTok and also Twitch at the same time, then moved more towards Twitch and speedrunning and everything else. And now we're starting also doing a little bit of YouTube stuff on the side here. Still obviously Twitch being the consistent thing throughout everything, and I don't think I'd ever really, I don't plan on ever leaving Twitch unless shit goes down. But I would like, I'm currently and actively working towards YouTube partnership over there to help me expand a couple more things as much as we can. And yeah. I checked it earlier today and we're at 2,000 out of 4,000 watch hours, which means that we're halfway there. So I will take it. And after like fairly consistently uploading since like what was it, June? Or May or June? And we're in October now, and I had taken like a month off for September when I was sick. And it's been like every other week. I should clarify. It's not like it's a new YouTube video doesn't not come out every week. It's every other week because I have a full-time job. And I like streaming. So I like to commit time to streaming rather than editing. So yeah. Delphizer, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Welcome on into the Loser Club. I hope you enjoy your new sub batch and your new emotes out here. Welcome on in. This sounds more like a leap a lot thing. Ah, for the trash. We'll see how much we can get with trash. So you're telling me I need to log in all the computers in the labs at work with your YouTube channel playing? I feel like YouTube might get a little sus that everyone from a current location is watching my videos, but you never know. Alrighty, let me switch over. Left. Let me switch over. I can get rid of Mr. Shane. I'm gonna pull up a little. This is live. Split. Let me see. Can I? Oh, I had a trash gifts split. Huh. What if I did this? And opened up this. Open split Stardew Valley.
Thank you, Grandma. Thank you.
Hello. Welcome on in, Raiders. Morgan. Is it Morgana? Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Oh, Nia got it already. Thank you, Nia. I appreciate it. How was your stream? What were you getting up to? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I'm just going to quickly edit my splits here. Spring, summer, fall, winter, spring, Kent. And that's going to be our final one. Other clear times. Okay. There we go. Edit layout. How was your stream? Hey, I am Morgana. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Was doing some Savage raids. So end game content. Then took some pictures in game. Very cool. Very cool within Final Fantasy. Love it. I've never played Final Fantasy before, but I've obviously heard incredible things about it. But again, welcome on in, Raiders. Hello, my name is Lee. My pronouns are she, her. I typically play a lot of Stardew Valley around here, and other comfy, cozy, like farming games. And we're doing a a little challenge called Trash Gifts Percentage. I'm putting a little timer on here real fast and getting things set up so you're just in time for this run. What other games would you consider speedrunning? I would love to learn the unpacking speedrun. I'd additionally like to I would love to learn the Story of Seasons, like Friends of Mineral Town one, I believe. I wanna be able to like move this in. Oh, this is what it is. There we go. Like that. There we go. There we go. Perfect. There was another one that I was looking at the other day. Like, I have them, like, bookmarked on speedrun.com. Let's see. Let's see. Games. Nope. Followed games. Unpacking. I want to get back into doing the marriage percentage run for Cult of the Lamb. I think an escape simulator speedrun would be really fun. A power wash simulator would be really fun. But particularly Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town. I would like to speedrun that, but I haven't even played that game yet, so we'll see. We shall see. Feeling coy. Hello, welcome on in. Strawberry Cow. Elden Ring Dance Pad speedrun? I don't think so. SM64 16 star? Eek, 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 eek. I don't know. I don't know about that. Alrighty, let's get into it, shall we? Essentially all that I've done is I have set it up. I have a document which I wrote down everybody's birthday and when they leave the house. And that's it. Mineral Town has a strawberry cow. Ah. Gotcha. See, I would like to speedrun that game. However, I haven't even played the actual game itself. So gotta see the BLJ's backward lead jumps. Oh geez. I don't think you want to see that. I don't think you want to see that. Alrighty, starting up our file here. Lee, trash, gifts. I'm gonna go with the forest farm just because I believe that we can get trash with the little pond. Well, actually, no, I need to go with the standard farm. I take it back. There's more like smaller ponds, right? Is there more smaller ponds with the standard farm? There's one like right there. No, there's one with the forest farm too. We're just gonna go with the forest farm. You can't go wrong with a classic forest farm. I'm like debating this with myself, but I'm definitely going forest farm. Classically, I don't have to go to the mines at all. But I will add a couple of extra cabins just in case. Just for funsies. But alrighty, this is trash gifts percentage run. Again, we are trying to gift everyone a piece of trash on their birthday as fast as possible. Here we go. And three, two, one, go. Okay, so the first birthday in year one specifically is Lewis. So his birthday's on the 7th. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go sleep until Lewis's birthday. And then I'm going to run and go grab my fishing rod because I think that's how we make this work. Okay, day 6. I don't know his schedule if it's raining. That was the biggest thing. But I would assume I could still have access to Lewis's house, even if it's raining. Stardew Valley Dance Pad speedrun. I would consider that one. My good friend Slothy and also Ethan have done it before, so it's exciting. Hi Atlas, welcome on in. Okay, grabbing our fishing rod here. I'm then gonna go and check a bunch of the trash cans over here, see if we can get a quick trash that way. Because ideally I would like to get trash without even having to go fishing. But we'll see. Okay, we have a piece of algae. That's not a piece of trash. It is not good for us. I'm gonna go this way again, check these last couple trashes. And then I think I might go back to my farm. Well, oh, there's two. Gross. There's two trash cans over here on the right-hand side. So if I don't get trash in either of these trash cans, well, there's 3 trash cans. I should clarify that. Museum, Clint, and Jojamart. If I can't get trash over here, I'm just gonna run back to my farm. Oh, there we go. We got a piece of trash. And then I should be able to... Oh, we have a copper ore. Not gonna help us with anything at all. But I believe we should have access to Lewis's house here already. So we should be alright. Trash picking seems empowering. I mean, you gotta check the trash cans in Stardew Valley. It's a classic. There's Lewis. Oh, it's for my birthday? Thanks. Bye, Lewis. See you later. I should, if I get to the point where I'm, like, collecting a whole lot of trash, what I should do is I just need to, I should pass out. Like, if I have time, like, for example, Sebastian, who, like, doesn't leave his room until 3 o'clock. Or, like, on Leah's birthday, because we're not going to have any friendship hearts with her. She's not going to leave her house until 4 p.m. on her birthday. We could easily pass out. Okay, so our next birthday is the 10th here, which is Vincent's. And Vincent leaves his home at 9 a.m. So we've got a little bit of time here as well. Oh, hello. For that one piece of copper ore that I stole from Clint's trash. Oh, tried to animation canceling my fishing. Oops. Alrighty, let's see if we can get some trash here. Usually these little fishing rods, the little fish ponds are good for trash. This is my first fish though, so we are gonna end up with an actual fish this time. And hope we end up with trash for the next couple of runs. There we go. Okay, the Joja Cola is considered trash, so we will take it. I don't know why it wasn't letting me put my fishing rod in. That was weird. Huh. The only person that we can't give Joja Cola to is we can't give it to Shane and we can't give it to Sam. But everybody else is like fair game. Okay, there's a piece of trash. I'm gonna leave the farm around like 8:20-ish to try and catch Vincent like right away. And we'll see what we get. See if, and then we'll also like check the trash cans around that area too. We won't need any money at all for this run. But our run is going to end once we gift Kent. So Kent becomes available to us spring 1 of year 2. So we can give him trash on that day. But otherwise, everybody else is done in year 1 except for example, like this run is not going to include Sandy, Leo, Krobus, or the dwarf, because those people are all like unlockable. And I ideally just want to do this in 1 year, so. Are we just giving trash to everyone? So, here's the key thing. We are giving trash to everybody, but on their birthday specifically. We are ruining everyone's birthday today by giving them trash on their birthday. So we're gonna run home now. Our next birthday is the 14th, which is Haley. And Haley's got plenty of time. We have until like 11 for Haley's birthday, so we'll be able to we'll definitely be able to trash fish, and then we'll also be able to run around the entirety of the town to check the trash cans. Okay, the 14th. There we go. Accidentally opened Facebook when doing an image shirt. Never wanted to open that site on the computer. Yikes. Yikes. I honestly, I don't think I've ever opened up Facebook on my computer. Hello, make me purr. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Hello. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. If you just got gifted a sub, please make sure to say thank you. But that's so kind of you, and I truly appreciate it. I hope you're doing well, pal. Oh, I have an actual fish on my line. I don't want the fish. I don't want the fish. I just want the trash. I think I have to like max out the fishing rod in order to get the trash that I want. We've gotten a lot of rain here in spring, which is like fine, but kind of throws off my scheduling a little bit. Okay, there's another piece of trash. We're just going to be absolutely loaded up on trash by the time we get to some of the later birthdays here. It should be good. We'll just keep going, and then I'm going to go into the town and then check everybody's trash can here. Lee has been live for like 55 minutes. 55 minutes? It feels like it's only been 30. Not even. It feels like it's been like so little. So little time. Jeez. Hello? Make me purr. Thank you for the 1,050 bits. What in the world? What in the world? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Seriously. I don't think y'all realize how much I truly appreciate any of the support y'all give to my stream. That's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Seriously. Seriously, thank you. I've gone to the store. Ooh, bread. Put away groceries and made dinner. Wow. Jeez. Jeez. Thank you for the crab rave. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, I forgot to go through the town. To go up and around. For the trash. Gotta check all the trash out here. A field snack. Wow. Incredible. Alrighty. Haley. Raining, she leaves her room at 12. Okay. I planned for these.
Armadillos keep digging little holes in my backyard.
We pulled up right on time for Haley because she leaves her room at 12. So we're totally good with Haley. Totally good with Haley. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Happy birthday, bish. I probably should have lost all my energy. I could have been making all these like great optimizations here within this silly speedrun, but oops. Oops. We are halfway through spring. We just have Pam, Shane, Pierre, and Emily left. And everybody leaves pretty early here. Except for Emily, who leaves at noon. So, hopefully it'll go pretty quickly. Our next birthday is 18. Which is Pam. Pam's birthday. Pam becomes available at 9 a.m. when her house opens up, so we should be okay to keep fishing. Happy birthday, Bish! What a turnaround from wake up, Bish, we're getting married. True. True. Absolutely. Ideally, I don't want any Joja Colas, because I feel like more people are like neutral towards the Joja Colas in comparison to hate it. But I just can't remember. I don't want to fish. Thank you, though. Don't want to fish. About relationships are all about evolving and changing together. True. I love meme rooms and have never heard of this one. It's awesome. Curious, have you done the wine and cheese memes? No. So I have not done the posh percentage one. So that's like an actual speedrun on speedrun.com. This is a meme speedrun that our community has made up. We had previously done this one. Oh, someone is calling me. We had previously done, or attempted to do this run before. However, I never finished it and felt like I never really gave it a good, fair chance. So now we're doing it today. I can run now. Giving it a good, fair chance. So again, trash gifts percentage is just me gifting everyone a piece of trash on their birthday. So it's obtaining trash, gifting on birthday, going to every single person's birthday, including Kent in year 2. Trash, please. Not familiar with posh percentage. Posh percentage. Hang on. Okay, here is a gift for Pam on her birthday. And you give me this? Is this kind of some kind of joke? Bye, Pam. Bye. Posh percentage, if I could say posh, is acquiring cheese and acquiring a bottle of wine. I don't remember how people were doing it. I think you're not allowed to use the traveling cart is like the biggest thing. So I think you have to go through like the Feast of the Winter Star to get the wine. And then somebody else somebody else for cheese. I don't remember what the cheese one is. Alrighty, we got Marnie. This is Shane's birthday here. And he leaves fairly early. But I think because it's a sunny day, he'll be in the kitchen at 9 a.m. So I'll be able to gift him at 9 a.m. Hi, Alexa. Welcome on in. No fish. This just in, new limb meme. Oh, geez. Okay. I'll have to go check it out in a second. I'll have to check it out after this run. No fish. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around town and check the trash cans because we're pretty stocked up on trash so far. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start passing out because I think that'll make it go a little bit faster too. I don't know if we'll be able to pass out today, but at least from like here on out, I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 gifts. Ooh, cookie. Cookie. Let's see. Lee loves passing out. I'm getting concerned for her health. Listen. It's just efficient. It's just efficient in speedrunning. What can I say? What flavor cookie? We have, those are chocolate chip cookies. But they're trash cookies, so they taste even better. I'm not going to be able to pass out in time, but I'm going to be able to run from here upwards. Oh, it's 9 a.m. There we go. Okay, Shane is here. Trash. My birthday and you give me this? Is this some kind of joke? Gross. Gross. Bye, Shane. Alrighty. Pierre's birthday. I'm gonna sleep down here in this cabin. Pierre's birthday is on the 26th. We got a couple days to sleep, thankfully. Did you do the... No, Jake, I haven't. I haven't. Hi, Amy. Welcome on in. 24. 25. Here's the 26th for Pierre's birthday. Alrighty. I'm just gonna check the town trash cans, see if we can get like at least like a couple more pieces of trash, if anything, and then we'll pass out in front of Pierre's general store. Because Pierre is lame, and on his birthday he works at his shop, and that's it. You should do one of the co-work streams Sid does, so both you and us can get work done. See, the problem is I would not be able to do that because I would just continually talk. And that's a problem. I'm easily distracted by other people while doing work. Thank you all for the follows. Welcome on in. Hello. I think that co-working streams are great for some people. However, I'm very easily distracted. Just go to her stream and watch and do your work. No, Peyton said you should do one of the co-work streams Sid does. But I should just go to Sid's. But again, easily distracted by conversation. Easily distracted by conversation out here. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I don't know if we'll be able to pass out in time for 9 a.m. We might just have to run back home. Yeah. We didn't get any trash today, but that's... Oh, we did, but it's a Joja Cola. I don't know how I feel about gifting people Joja Cola. Oh, it's for my birthday? Bye, Pierre. See you later. Okay. We have one person left in spring, which I literally wrote down as spring 37 on accident, but it's spring 27 on my notes sheet. It's spring 27. And we have lots of time for Emily. So we will definitely be passing out today. But also I'm gonna fish a little bit here. See if we can get some more trash this way. Then we'll go through town. I'll probably go around 8 or 9. And then Emily doesn't leave her room until noon. So we've got plenty of time. Lots of time to collect trash here. Lots of time for the trash. It is about mayonnaise, and I don't know which is more wild, TBH. I don't know. Mythical Spring 37 only appears if you beat Junimo Kart while having a rabbit foot in the inventory? No. I mean, actually, maybe. The Everlasting Spring, or whatever it is, summer. So, big weird vibes for spring 37. Congrats on your world record on GDQ. Thank you so much, Macros Shiro. I appreciate it. Yeah. I PB'd Monday night. With doing my Abigail marriage speed run, and then I PB'd last night. And like went up for my Shane marriage run, which is fantastic. Is this trash? Yes, you are trash. I'm sorry, Baguette. I gotta get rid of you. The Baguette's just gonna hang out there. PB'd twice last night. True. True. Rockstar GDQ run is why I'm here? Oh my goodness. Welcome on in. Hi. Congrats, Lee. That's super exciting. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What does Sag mean? Sag is like sad. It's just sad. Another word for sad. Oops. Sorry, Harvey. You weren't supposed to see that. I mean, I'm at zero friendship with all these people, so it doesn't really matter that Harvey saw me digging through the trash, but it is what it is. Chris, hello. Welcome on in. Okay. Harvey saw you getting B-Day president? True. Harvey, move. Harvey, please get out of the way. Alrighty, we have an hour and a half to pass out. It's fine. It's fine. Harvey is spoiling his gift. I know. It's like he saw me going to the store, picking out his gift for him. And I was just truly rude. What are we speedrunning again? Okay, so we are doing a meme run today. This meme run was made up by the community several months ago. I did a big stream where I did just a bunch of meme speedruns over and over again that people made up. So they're not real speedruns at all, but they're just fun runs. But this is trash gifts percentage. So what we are doing is we are gifting every single person in Stardew Valley that's available within the first year. Well, no, 2 years. So first year plus Kent. That's it. And just regular town people. And we are gifting them a piece of trash on their birthday. Every single person. That's it. Here's Emily. Enjoy your trash. I'll be passing out in your living room now. Oh, didn't realize that Emily moves through this way. Sorry, I did not know the pattern or the routing there for Emily's movements. I usually don't even have to do it. Okay, we got Jazz. Okay, so Jazz is the first one in summer here. She's summer 4. It should be okay. Ooh, thank you, Nia. That's summer 3, summer 4. Fantastic. Okay, so on her birthday, Jazz is going to leave her home at 11 a.m. to go jump rope. More trash time. Oh. I accidentally clicked off my screen, and I accidentally clicked on Jake's name. Jake, you were like 2 seconds away from being banned. On accident. Oh. That would have been real bad. Trash man run. We got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 15 gifts? Do I have enough trash already? I might just go through the town from here on out. Yeah, I'm just gonna run through town. Why not? If you run it fast, it is a speed run. Just because it isn't on the leaderboard doesn't mean it isn't real. Fair. True. You're not wrong. I'm back. Got food. Hi, Kate. Welcome back. What'd you get for food? And to be banned by Lee of Lee Incorporated. Oh my goodness. For dinner tonight, I had rice and I had orange chicken. I made it at the beginning of this week. When was it? Sunday night? Sunday night? Maybe it was Monday. Actually, it was Monday. There's a train passing by. Does Leah have a trash can over here? No, for whatever reason I thought maybe she had a trash can over here. She does not. She does not. we're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait for Jazz to leave her house. Hello, great job on GDQ. Thank you. Thank you, Ian. Hello, welcome on in. I thought you made it Sunday because Monday was GDQ. I think I made it Monday and then I didn't eat it on Monday because I was anxious. So, I got chicken sandwich and French fries. Ooh, ooh. I picked up on Sunday when my parents were here. We didn't go to Costco together. We went to Sam's Club together because I don't have a Sam's Club membership. I only have a Costco membership. But my parents have a Sam's Club membership. They have both. And so we went to Sam's Club. I picked up these like fried chicken sandwiches. And I haven't tried them yet, but they look really good. Alrighty, here we go. A gift for Jazz on her birthday. She should leave at 11 here. Got 2 more hours. We're starting to lose hope. Oh, goodness. Alrighty, birthday gift for Jazz. Oh, it's for my birthday? Thanks. I should have passed out. Darn it. Oh, not me getting the cutscene with them. Oops. Oops. Alrighty. Our next birthday is the 8th. 8th is Gus's birthday. Hello. You need the clip of Danny DeVito saying, "I'm the trash man," as a sound redemption. I will highly consider it. This just in. Lee ruins little girl's birthday. To be fair, it is not just Jazz's birthday that I'm ruining. I am ruining everybody's birthday. So... I normally build up friendship and try to be friends with everyone in this town, but not today. Not today. And that's on equality. Oh, jeez. Whose birthday? Oh, Gus's. Pixel art Danny DeVito with a trash hat? Oh no. Pixel art? You're lucky I know how to use pixel art. So I will accept that request. I'll do it after this. Not the geode. Not the geode, but thank you for that redemption, Nia. I appreciate it. I will do it after this. Imagine how the town feels. Real new farmer moves in and starts giving them literal garbage. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Last child's birthday I was at was for my nephew when I think he turned 10. I got drunk and tried to teach him calculus. Didn't work. Nice. Nice. Wait, Gabe, what's your question? What's up? Here's Gus. Come back. It's for my birthday? Thanks. Bye, Gus. See ya! Lee always gives the best gifts to them repeatedly while passing out. This had to come at some point. True. True. You excited for any games coming out? God of War, Pokemon? I am excited about Pokemon. I've never played a Pokemon game other than Pokemon Snap. So I'm excited because I'm going to make the new Pokemon game. I think I chose Violet, if I remember correctly, as like my first game of sorts. So I'm gonna play through it. Today's Maru's birthday. We can start to gift her at 10. So, yeah. I bet the whole town thinks that you love trash because, like, you moved in, didn't talk to anyone, yet are still considerate enough to remember everyone's birthday and give them trash. True. Just my lifestyle. Come on. Let's face the right way. If I don't forget to get dinner, what should I get? Ooh. Soup? Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Can I add you on Switch later? Probably, yes. Oh, fish. Don't want that. Probably. New farmer is actually a raccoon in a human costume. Fair. Fair. Oh, that reminds me. I need to, like, do I need to pre-order Pokemon? Probably, right? It's almost Pokemon month already? I know. I know. November's sneaking up on us. November and December are gonna be heckin' busy for me. But I'm excited for it. That is true. I do have a charity stream on that day. On the day that Pokemon comes out, I have a charity stream. That is true. I'm a baguette. I'm the baguette that's in the pond. That's me. I'm that baguette. Tag yourself. What piece of trash are you? I'm the baguette that's in the pond. Which is not really a piece of trash, but I mean, since it's in the pond, it becomes wet and kind of gross. So, it's kind of trash. This one is just entitled Trash. Driftwood. We got soggy newspaper, Joja Cola, a broken CD, and broken glasses. Okay. How about we open the door? Thank you. Those are the types of trash we got. I want to be the dead AAA battery. Okay, that was the same song twice in a row. Here we go, Maru. It's for my birthday. Thanks. See ya. We'll try going through the back area here. I am trash. Trash, but for real, I am. No. Just leave a Discord. Yes. It is 16 plus. Okay. Next birthday, 13th. Alex. Got it. Alex is an early day, unless it's raining. It's fine. Fine. Stay safe, Gabe. Good luck. I don't know if this matters to you, but Driftwood is universally disliked, not universally hated. It does not matter to me, as long as it's a piece of trash. Other than, like, Joja Cola. Joja Cola, for me, I'm not really counting as trash, because I know some people, like, love it. So. Ooh, fish. Too bad that does absolutely nothing. Wait, that's Gabe? Yes, Tankman is Gabe. Yeah. Mobile Gabe. mobile Gabe, because Gabe is at work. And is pulling like a 14-hour day right now. Which is just wild. Okay. Oh, their house opens at 8 a.m. Let's see. 19 hours of work? Jeez. Whoa. Crazy. Alrighty, Alex. Here you go, bud. Trash. It's my birthday and you give me this? Is this some kind of joke? Yeah. Screw you, Alex. I actually hate you. Alex is the one character that I'm like, I stinking hate him. I can't stand him. I know some people like love Alex and whatever else, but that's it. I can't stand him. Okay, our next person is Sam on the 17th. So Sam leaves his room and goes to Joja at 11 a.m. unless it's raining. So we're gonna go to the 17th, 16th. No rain, no rain, no rain. Okay. If there was rain on Sam's birthday, it would have been a lot more difficult to do. Not like fully difficult, just more irritating. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18. This is more than enough, right? Maybe we'll just get 20 and then we'll stop. We don't really need to fish anymore. Trash. One more piece. Okay. Woo! There we go. I can say Alex would be a much more loved character if he wasn't so weird to women. True. True. Yeah, he's just not a great character. Not my favorite at all, but yeah. There are some dialogue boxes that he says that makes you question. Whose birthday is it? Oh, Sam's. Okay. Oops. Ooh. Almost forgot whose birthday it was. And I literally have my own document open that tells me whose birthday it is. I'm surprised Shane did not catch me getting the trash. I'll take it though. I'll take it though. Nothing. Nothing. 9 a.m. I'm gonna pass out because unfortunately Sam takes until 11 a.m. and we have plenty of trash right now, so the next two people are pretty early. So the next one after Sam here is Demetrius. And Demetrius is we can access him at 9 a.m. And then Willie, we can access Willie right away because he'll be outside fishing. On the last. So we got 2 more in summer. Sam is going to stand there in the middle of his room and stare us down into the camera, and then he's not going to do anything else. I'll wait. I'll wait. I hope the time moves. I hope this doesn't pause. Okay, good. I was like, I hope this moves the time and then it doesn't pause time if I'm sitting down. Sam because he's a good father, and Sebastian because I feel the need to have an edgy BF. Fair. Fair. Alrighty, trash gift for Sam. Bum 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 bum. I'm just moving out of the way of Sam because I know that he's trying to exit. This feels weird being in their house while no one's home. Alrighty, 19th is Demetrius. Here we go. Next day. Very quick. Just gonna go this way, and then I'm just gonna work on passing out because we don't need money. We're just gonna trash it up out here. We are just going to trash it up. You got the mom sigh? I was not acknowledging that joke. But I did see it, yes. Why you didn't even read that one out loud? I'm acknowledging it. It was pretty funny. I'm not reading it out loud. Again, my elbow's feeling funky today. Do I got too much of a gamer elbow or something? Oh, this makes my arm look like so long. Like, hello. Ow. Alrighty, passing out once again. Hopefully we have access to Robins now. You might have a silly little bone in your elbow. Fair. Okay, just checking. I knew it was 9 a.m., but I was like, maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Okay. Should be good. Demetrius should be like right inside the house in his laboratory. So after we give him this trash, we can immediately pass out. So, and then we just got one more in summer. Bye. And then for Willie's gift on the 24th, all we have to do is just run down to the beach and then we run back to our home. That's it. Then we're halfway done. Woo! 21? 24. Okay. Checking. Just checking. Just checking. Just checking. Just checking. Okay. 24. There we go. Wolfbite, hello! Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. Welcome back on Into Love Loser Club for 10 months! 10 months! I hope you're doing well. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy your continued sub badge and your continued use of emotes. And gonna go give Willie some broken glasses. There he is. I'm so sorry, Willie. I hate to do this to you. Willie is like truly one of my favorite characters. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody else, I don't care about giving them trash, but Willie, that one kind of made me a little sad. Alrighty here. Now we can sleep all the way till we can sleep till fall 2. Penny's birthday is at 9. She leaves her house at 9 a.m. So we can leave. We can leave right away, and then we'll just check the trash cans in town, and then we'll try passing out. But fall 2 is our next date. 25. 26. 27. 28. 'Kay. Fall 2. Thank you for the split reminder. Okay. We will now go check all the trash cans. Ow. Something was going on with my fingernail. We'll go check all the trash once more. Let's see how much trash we can pile up outside of all the trash cans going on here. Let's see. I'm wildly shocked that, like, none of these have despawned. So, like, the entirety of this run, like, none of the trash has despawned at all. Or, like, it's just been gotten rid of at all. But, I don't know. I rehearsal in 20 minutes. I'd much rather just go to sleep. I could not do that. It's the only time all 12 of us could meet. Ooh. Oof. I'm sorry, Alexa. Good luck with rehearsal, though. Bum, 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 bum. That's a tough time, though. Although I would, I mean, to start rehearsal, that would be rough. I did used to have, like, meetings. I was in a, like, sorry, Penny, gotta go by. I didn't, remove enough of my energy by 9 a.m. to pass out, but we'll just keep going. We have until fall 5. Okay. So, we need it to not be raining on the 5th. Because that is Elliot's birthday. If it is raining, we're in trouble. If it's not raining, we're okay. Four. 5. No rain, no rain, no rain, no rain, no rain, no rain, no rain. Oh, thank God. Thank goodness. Okay. I'll just go run and check all the trash because Elliot does not leave his house until 11. So, goodness. My roommate works for some international corp, and tonight they have a meeting at 9 p.m. Ooh. Ooh, no. I leave work and then I get, if I can check, I'll check like text messages if they send me anything, but after I leave work, after I clock out, I'm done. That is it. I don't have to think about work for however many hours till I show up again the next day. Although tomorrow I do have a long day at work, so we'll see what we're gonna... I might be a little late at stream because I have to go to a different building tomorrow. There's an eel! There's an eel! And a piece of coal? Goodness, this was a good trash day. And another piece of algae. Alrighty. I'm gonna go stand outside of Elliot's house and try and pass out here. We've got until 11. We could, you know, do a little bit of clay farming. But we don't need money, so... we don't need to clay farm. It's fine. Oh yeah, the Pokemon OLED. That looks pretty cool, I will say. It looks pretty cool. I had to close my branch today, and the person who usually does said, have fun staying extra late, because it takes a long time to close the branch, but it only took like 7 minutes. She is just the low way out. Damn, alrighty. Okay, passing out as much as we can. And then once Elliot leaves his house, we can gift him this broken CD. Our broken mixtape of Misconnection Love, because I don't like Elliot either. But I hate him. I hate Elliot less than I hate Alex, if that makes sense. So that's it. That do be it. Alrighty. Come on, Elliot. Speed it up here. Speed it up here. I want to finally get a PS5 before I even think about upgrading to an OLED Switch. Fair. I'm pretty happy with my just regular Switch right now. Done. Got him. Got him! Rude. Now he passed out. Okay. Next birthday, Jody, fall 11. I feel like there's not that many birthdays in fall. It's fall 11 and fall 13. Then 18, 21, 24. So 11 first. Okay, 11. We run to go check all the trash cans. We pass out again because Jody's house opens up at 9 and she's available at 9 a.m. And then, yeah. Like, no reason to upgrade it, so I'm not worried about it. Mood. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my Switch. I've had my Switch since, like, quarantine. That was my birthday gift in quarantine. I really wanted to play the new Animal Crossing game. Yeah. So I've had it for like 2 years now. A little more than 2 years. I think I got it in probably like June, though. In June. Wow. We got a amethyst already. Was not expecting that sound. Oh, I already checked that trash. Okay, cool. Fair. Shane, can you move away from the trash can so I can inspect the trash cans here? Okay, don't really have enough time to pass out. So I'm just gonna go... I'll probably just run home again. Unless I can, like, deplete all of my energy here. The machine's turned on. It's time to go home. Oh, I'm glad. Go home, please, game. Please. Okay. And Jody, take a mixtape. See you later. Sprint home. Woo! Next one is Abigail's birthday on the 13th. So we're doing quite well. We're more than halfway done, to say the least, with this speed run. During the toilet paper craze, and the Costco cashier started calling me out. Wow, jeez. Goodness gracious. I've had my Switch for 5 years. I went and bought it on a whim because work was canceled due to fires. Oh. Everyone is out here buying essentials and you're buying video games? That's rude. That's an essential me. That's truly just rude. We've definitely checked more than 20 trash cans too, so we could have the possibility of sometime getting the trash can hat. You never know. Honestly, best investment at the time? True. And to now? True. Absolutely. Another amethyst. Interesting. Okay. Time to pass out again here. Or attempt to pass out. I always do this, and then checking all the trash cans takes too long, and then I'm not able to pass out. Surprised we haven't gotten the trash can hat yet. Well, you have to check 20 trash cans in order for it to even have the possibility of spawning. But then also it's kind of like a rare hat, so it's kind of like a rare hat. I'll be back in 30 if y'all still here. I'll still be here. Yes. I will still be here. We might even still be in the speedrun. There's 9 a.m. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. She's got the early schedule today. I know. I'm not good enough friends to go into Abigail's room. I just gotta go. I gotta give her a gift. Okay. We're halfway through the fall season. So we have Marnie, Robin, and George left. And these, they're all early. So they're all 9 a.m. Except for George. George is 8 a.m. So, good luck with rehearsal, Alexa. Have a good one. I know what I am now. I'm soggy newspaper. Soggy newspaper. Fair. Marnie is 18. Okay. 18. Fall 18 is her birthday, is what I should clarify. 15. 16. 18. It doesn't matter if it's raining or not for Marnie because Marnie's gonna be at her shop. That's it. Let's go around town. Check out the trash. And then we keep it grooving. We have... Well, I was about to say I don't think Marnie is 18. That's being a little generous. She's not 18. Can confirm. Would almost guarantee she's not 18. So that's when her birthday is fall 18. We have, let's see. After today, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 1, 11 left. There's a lot of winter birthdays. Jeez. One, two, three, four. There's 8 winter birthdays. I got trash. The trash did like a little, like, weird sound, but otherwise. Interesting. Okay. We won't pass out because I can go to the back area of the farm here. Piece of trash, piece of trash. Bum, 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 piece of trash for Marnie. After Marnie is Robin. Robin is on the 21st. So again, another 9 a.m. one. But we'll definitely pass out for Robin's. You are trash? Sorry. Wow, y'all successfully counted back from 9 without repeating a number. Incredible. 21. 21 is the day that we need. I'm glad I accidentally started a countdown. Now let's count up to 69. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Piece of trash right in your face, Marnie. True. We're just dropping it off for her. One, 67, 2, 1. Jeez. Alrighty. Running to go see Robin here. Then we'll pass out this day, actually. About it all night. Don't need to give Marnie trash when she already has Lewis. Damn. Alrighty. Alrighty. Fair. There. Lewis is embezzling all the funds, so. I said what I said. I said what I said. Alrighty, passing out. I need to keep animation canceling the speed stuff. We have George is the next one. So his home at least is open at 8 a.m. so we can run straight there. Shut down. We talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alright. I know I say this like every time I play their music on stream, but this is a band called Good Kid. They are DMCA free, and they make hella good music. And trash for Robin. I'm just gonna take a little nap right here on the carpet in Robin's shop. Don't mind me. Just gonna take a little nap right here. I didn't actually know that DMCA part. Yeah, they're DMCA free, which is how I found their music originally. Because I came across a tweet for them. So. Lee, I think it's morally wrong to give George trash. He doesn't have a lot of birthdays left. That's kind of morbid. I see where you're coming from. However, nobody ages within Stardew Valley, so I feel like he's okay. Okay, just gonna check the trash. Again, George's house opens up at 8. I don't think we'll have enough time to completely pass out, but nothing. Okay. Yeah, we definitely won't have enough time. I'm not even gonna waste my time trying to pass out because we won't have enough time. We might have to go fishing again. I don't know. We'll see. Just gonna go and gift Mr. George a stick. A piece of driftwood out here. $7.50 and 8 a.m. He's already watching TV. Bye, George. Bye-bye, George. My favorite thing about George is that he sent you rocks in the mail. He does send you rocks in the mail. That is true. Sometimes they're very irritating to get those rocks in the mail, at least like late game. It's like, oh, George, you really don't have to send me rocks. Promise me. Like, thank you so much. You don't have to send me any rocks. But early on, it's kind of nice. Alrighty, Winter 3 is Lioness here. So. You know, like rocks? It's not that I don't like the rocks. It's, you don't really need them later on. Meanwhile, Marnie sends me, hey, true. Alrighty, Winter 3. I always appreciate people who give me rocks. Incredible, we'll fight. Alrighty, to Lioness we go. To Lioness we go. I'm gonna send the farmer rocks. They'll be annoyed and confused. True, I bet you George does think about that. Owl statue, let's go! We've been getting the owl statue quite a lot recently. Quite a lot recently. Imagine someone accepting your rocks for months and then they ghost you. True. Alrighty. Lioness! I'm sorry I have to give this to you on your birthday. Because I made up this silly run. Bye. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go this way. And hopefully we can get back onto our farm. We'll try. I sent you my rock. Please respond. Oh, jeez. Cool. Alrighty, next birthday is the 7th, Caroline's birthday. Okay, Caroline's birthday is really late in the day. We got a couple of really late day birthdays here. So Caroline leaves her room at 1:30. So we can check all the trash cans and we can definitely pass out. And then Sebastian, after that, on the 10th, leaves at 3 p.m. So that's going to be a tough one. Hi, Pierre. Bye, Pierre. Okay, let's see. Can I make it across the farm? Woo, we did it. Bum, 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 bum. We got plenty of time. So I'm just going to check all the trash in the town and then we'll try and pass out for Caroline. Sebastian literally never leaves his room. He leaves his room at 3 o'clock. And then he goes to the kitchen. And then he returns, he heads back towards his bedroom at 3:30. So it's like he gets there, he goes to the fridge, grabs a snack, and then he leaves. So we've got very little time. Very little time with Sebastian. If we had a P.O. box, we could send in cool rocks for her to show on stream. You know I can't have a P.O. box. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the Joja Cola. Oh, actually no, hang on. Give me the baguette at least. Take up the inventory space so I don't get the geode cutscene. But okay, back to attempting to pass out before Caroline. More bread. I forgot there's like 3 pieces of bread here. So I'll pick them all up. P.O. boxes, from what I heard, can be kind of risky. I just don't share, I don't share what state I live in, and so having a P.O. box would expose that. So that's kind of just why. Osborne, hello, welcome on in. Saw your hotfix run on Monday and I really liked it. Good work. Thank you so much. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. We're doing a silly little meme run today. Where we are gifting gifting everybody trash on their birthday. Not unless the P.O. box is in another state. See, that's the problem is I don't want to drive to another state. So that's the only thing I'd like on my birthday TBH fair. No, we're just we're ruining everybody's day by gifting them trash on their birthday. Abigail gets to go into her mom's room. I just want to give them trash. I want to give Caroline trash. We still have another like 2.5 hours of waiting. Just waiting. We send rocks by pigeon, so only pigeon knows your location. That would be smart. That would be smart. Oh, no, I'm not finished with the winter yet, so. True. Call it on the phone. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, winter birthdays suck. Because I'm going to have to wait until 4 p.m. for Leah. Oh my goodness. That sucks. Gonna have to wait till 3 p.m. for Sebastian, then 4 p.m. for Leah. Jeez. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Sent Leah my grandmother's engagement ring by pigeon. I'm hoping it finds a way. Oh my goodness, save me. I hope so. Here comes Caroline. Please. 1:30. 1:30. Come faster. Hurry up. Leave your room faster, please. There. Bye, Caroline. Thank you. Turns out I have a lot of heart/love emotes. I see... Whose is this? Tay XO. I don't know them. Pink Poltergeist. I don't know them. Okay, the 10th is Sebastian's birthday. Oh my goodness, so many. Corgi Pastas. Ellie over Allison. May LaFay. Interesting. Okay, we got lots of them. We got plenty of time now until Sebastian's birthday. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. I'm gonna keep the bread. I'm gonna keep the bread. I might, you know what? Let's just go check all the trash in town. Give us something to do because we gotta wait. We gotta wait until 3 p.m. for this man. Who does he think he is? Not leaving his house until 3 p.m. on his gosh darn birthday. Don't be surprised when you see 5+ throne suggestions for rocks. Great. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Alrighty. Yacht, hello! Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. Welcome back on Into Love the Loser Club for 6 months. I truly appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your continued sub badge and your continued use of emotes. More trash. more trash. Callous be your shield and everyone else say. Finished years ago, but you will say. Alrighty. We can now enter into Sebastian's house at least. And then I'm gonna like stand here for right now and pass out as much as I can. And then once Sebastian leaves his room at 3 o'clock, we'll just quickly gift and then pass out again. But at least I don't have to animation cancel. I don't have to have both arms on keyboard/mouse at the same time. Don't have to have 2 hands. I love how this is just like normal life for this family. Like Robin's at the front desk. Maru's like up messing with her robot and is now headed to the lab over here. And Dimitri's just reading his newspaper, all while I'm just like, you know, hitting my pickaxe into the ground in the corner. I've been a transatlanticism addiction for 2 weeks now. If you like old Death Cab for Cutie, I do. Death Cab for Cutie is a great band. A fantastic band. I've been vibing with their new song. I've played it before on stream when we were doing like fun music nights. But it is what is it? I really like it. Here to Forever by Death Cab for Cutie. It's really nice. Really nice. That farmer sure does have some strange habits. Better not mention it in case it embarrasses them. True. Okay, there we go. We're ready to gift Sebastian now. When he leaves his room, finally. Hi, Bearded Beagle. Welcome on in. Hello. Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. I'm new here from the GDQ, so we haven't heard it before. Yeah. Sometimes I like play some other fun stuff. That's not DMCA free sometimes. And risk it all. But yes, we do. I'm a big like pop punk rock indie music fan. My favorite band for the longest time was Panic at the Disco. And then this new Panic at the Disco album was ass, and I still haven't even listened to it all the way through. And I feel like since like pretty early on in high school now, I feel like my favorite music artist has now been like Bleachers. But like I grew up loving Panic at the Disco. It's been too long since the song request night. We could do a little hot dog chill night tomorrow and do a song request night. We haven't done a hot dog farm night in a hot minute. My favorite band is Brand New. Ooh. I used to be at Fall Out Boy shows. They played at local venues by me in the Chicago suburbs. Incredible. Incredible. Because you said new Panic is just as good as old Panic. That's a gosh darn lie. I hope you fought that person back, because new Panic is not old Panic at all. Please bring back Dallin. Bring back Dallin, bring back Ryan Ross, bring back literally everybody else that made the first like 4 albums great. I'll even say the first 5 albums, fantastic. These last 2, not the same. Alrighty, here comes Sebastian. Finally. Finally, it's 3 p.m. Sebastian's finally leaving his room. Hi, Drew. Welcome on in. Hot dog and chill? Whoa, buy me dinner first. I'll buy you dinner at Costco. Duh. See my message in the music Discord? Hang on. Alrighty. Next day is the 14th, which is Harvey. So at least Harvey will be early. Discovered one of the schools I work at has a Weezer fan club. I did see that one, Jake. Incredible. Weezer is also one of my favorite bands. Unironically, Weezer is a great band. Close second is AFI. But yeah, we had a lot of cool stuff. I was in a Hush Sound music video, but they aren't around anymore. Interesting. Very cool. How's Lively? Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. Can't complain. Been vibing. Just living life. Having a grand old time. There we go. We're gonna keep checking trash while we wait for Harvey's room to open up. I think we all have that friend that gives you a piece of trash for your birthday, then passes out right in front of you, and you have to take them home. True. True. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Remember seeing My Chemical Romance, Taking Back Sunday, and The Used as my first concert, all original albums. Incredible, though. Absolutely incredible. My first concert that I am claiming as my first concert is was Plain White Tees. Plain White Tees. And I did not know a whole lot of their music. But I did buy a t-shirt, so. Sorry, Harvey, I hate to ruin your birthday like this. Sorry! Passing out. Okay, our next one is the 17th, and it's for the wizard, and I think we can just go ahead and enter right away. Oh, wait, am I going to be able to have access to the wizard? Hang on, let me do this. Let me go into the community center real fast. Hold up. Let me go into the community center real fast. Let me read the little scroll, and then we should be able to talk to the wizard after that. I think that's an okay plan. Okay. Now we can run home. But I've seen I the Mighty more than any other band because they often played with my friends who were in a band and they were doing decently well. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Incredible. I saw the Plain White Tees at a free event in 2019. It was kind of sad. TBH, mine was like, oh, I think I was definitely, was I like, I might have been early high school when I saw the Plain White Tees. Yikes. Who knows? Wait, do they have a there, Delilah? Yes. Alrighty, this is the wizard's birthday here on the 17th. So I'm going to read the mail as fast as I can. Okay, if you're sensitive to light, please watch your eyes here. Maybe look away for the next like 5 to 10 seconds because it's going to be flashing on screen in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay. I gotta go see the wizard. There we go. Okay. It's the wizard's birthday now. My first concert was the Wombats? Your first concert was the Wombats? Honestly, top tier. Top tier. I love the Wombats so much. I made my dad go and see Weezer with me, and the Wombats were opening for Weezer at that time. And it was incredible. Also, what's up, Abby? Hello, welcome on in. And hello, Brendan. Hello. Blink 182 was my first concert? Are you kidding me? Blink 182 was your first concert? That I'm truly jealous about. Truly jealous about that one. Blink 182 is the one. I've said it now, like for like forever. I would love to see Blink 182 live. That's it. Like that's on my bucket list of concerts. It's Blink 182 and it's Green Day. Like that's the entirety of the list right now. I mean, there's also like plenty of other people as well, but like those are the two that it's like would kill. Oh, what year was this? Alrighty. Next one is the 20th for Evelyn. So 8 a.m. We're almost done. We're almost done with this speed run. Finally. Finally. We only have Evelyn, Leah, Clint, and Kent left. So 4 left. However, Leah leaves her house at 4 p.m. So there you go. Did you ever see all those people at When We Were Young Fest are sick? I didn't see that, Amy, but I did see that it was like canceled for like the first day, and that just gotta really sting. Yo, Lee, Gabe. Pew, gotcha. Welcome back. I love the little decorations here. I wish the Star Drop Saloon had little decorations too. That would be really cute. I need some friggin' soup. Good. Go get some soup. Go get some soup. The 2023 When We Were Young lineup is lit. I did see that. That looks really good. Oh, I forgot. Okay, how could I forget this person? Oh, I would love to see Paramore live. Paramore's After Laughter album got me through my first couple years of college, honestly, because I think it might have came out, when was it, 2016? Long time ago now. Oh, there we go. But it was a staple in my life for a long time. Okay, I lost my piece of paper. There we go. Oh, geez, Gabe. Oh, no, Gabe. Paramore started doing shows again. I mean, duh. Who doesn't love Hayley Williams? Okay, Winter 23 is Leah. We have until 4 p.m. for Leah, so it's fine. I want to figure out when After Laughter came out. I'll have to look up the year. First year of college, and name's a year after I had already graduated. I started college in 2016. After Laughter was May 2017. Okay, so so it was the second semester of my freshman year of college. Yeah, so that definitely got me through that time. Absolutely. Absolutely. We have until 4 p.m. until Leah decides she wants to leave her house, so. My company Xmas party is at Dave & Buster's. Be my guest and let's get kicked out. I would love a reality TV show of that, episode of that. Of Amy and Gabe at a Dave & Buster's. Incredible. My friends always went to Warped Tour and I never did, and honestly, they usually sounded miserable afterwards, so I don't regret it at all. I never went to Warped Tour either. I don't have any regrets about that. Because I didn't consistently start going to concerts until my senior year of high school, and then even then I like went to concerts like every month or so. Every month or so. In college. So incredible. I really wanted to go when we were young, but I pulled out last second. It was just too much money. I'm 20 minutes from where Lala is held. So I'll stick to when people visit Chicago. Interesting. I'm not a big fan of like overly big concert things. I can do like stadium, and that's probably like the biggest for me. But big festivals are not really my vibe. Should we change up the music while we wait? I'm gonna change up the music. Let's we need something new. Animal Crossing vibes. Bum 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 ba-dum. There we go. I think we need some Paramore. I could hear my neighbors talking. This is the first time I've ever heard my neighbors talking. That is the first time I've ever heard my neighbors talking in this entire time that I've lived here. I've lived in this building since like April. Haven't heard a single thing. Oh wait, I can go in? I didn't know I could go in. Shit. I thought I had to be better friends with Leah. Never mind. Are they talking about playing Stardew? I don't think so. It sounded like they were arguing. That's why. That's why I stopped. Oh, I should have just passed out. I literally exhausted all my energy and... Okay, well, at least we don't have to worry about having to wait until 4 p.m. That's a little time save. And then Clint's birthday is the 26th. So we just have until 9 a.m. for him. I haven't listened to Paramore in years. I'm interested. Let me check one thing. Let me go wait for Clint first, and then I'll check on certain music things. TBH only wanted to go to when we were young, because Bright Eyes. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, considering all like the weather stuff that they were having. True. My body can't handle festivals anymore. I like sleep too much now. Fair. 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 Arguing about which marriage candidate has been is best. Arguing about the tea sapling strat, I'm sure. No. That's for sure. Ooh, more trash. More trash. I'm new. What going on? This looks fun. Okay, so this is, I'm calling this trash percentage, trash gifts percentage. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm gifting everybody a gift on their birthday of just trash. That's it. Just trash. Nothing else. Just trash. Oh, I was gonna, let me check on something. Do. No, well, we'll pass on the other stuff. We're gonna keep it rolling with our Animal Crossings. Our Animal Crossing vibes. We have until 9 a.m., so we're just gonna keep passing out. This is our last one in winter, and then we just have Kent. So, there we go. Just Kent left. Which will hopefully be pretty good. Okay, 8:50. 9 a.m. Here we go. And pass out. And then we just sleep until the very first of, no, we sleep until, when's Ken's birthday? Shoot, I think it's the 4th. I'll check again. I'll check again here. 27. Okay, there's the end of winter. So split. Can we get a sub to our run? Let's see. The 4th is Kent's birthday. It's raining. But here we go. There's Kent. Kent, I believe, still leaves his house, even in the rain. So as soon as we go and gift Kent a piece of trash, run is done. Thankfully. Kent is getting a broken CD out here. And that's it. That is it. Here we go. 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 Where is Kent? Where does he leave his house? Uh-oh. When does he go? Leaves home 7 a.m. Wait. Let's see. Does he leave home at 7 a.m. in the rain too? Let's see. Kent? Maybe I have to wait until 9. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. It'll be fine. There's no way it's gonna take 10 minutes, so it'll definitely be a sub 2-hour run. We're almost done. Please let me in. I got one last gift to give. There's Shane. Shane leaves in the rain. Not Kent, though, huh? Not Kent. Oh. Last little bit of good luck. Let's see. Nothing. Okay. 810. We're almost there. Almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. 8:30. So much trash. 8:40. 8:50. 9 a.m. There he is. Trash. Done. We have officially spoiled everybody's birthday. So take that. Take that. We officially spoiled everybody's birthday. Done. Look at the little guy. Look at him do his thing. Boom, boom, thank you for the follow. Also, Gabe, thank you earlier for gifting a sub to your girl, Maddie. Maddie, I hope you enjoy your new sub badge and your new emotes, courtesy of Gabe. Gabe, thank you so much. Thank you, seriously. Seriously. I can catch up on chat now here a little bit. I'm a little bit, oh, we're calculating money. Trash, 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 trash. Incredible. Incredible. Holding the Beboss squirrel in your hands. It's a good one. It's a good one. Oh, didn't Nia ask for the pixel art? What is that website called? Piskel? Uh-oh. Okay. Nia, I'm gonna warn you now that I don't know if I'll be able to complete this, but we'll see. Nice to meet you in chat. Enjoy the vibe here. Take care, y'all. Have a good one. Have a good one. Okay. Earlier in stream we had a redemption for a art. So Danny DeVito with trash hat. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Hang on. Let me just pull up. Let me pull up the picture. Open image in new tab. There we go. Okay. Here's our inspiration here. Alrighty. There we go. This is a redemption. So Nia redeemed. Oh, you can't even see it. Trash hat. Trash. There's Danny DeVito, obviously. I don't think I'm going to be able to draw this if I'm being fair, but it is going to be in pixel art, so I feel like it makes up for it. How do I fix this color? Like there? Maybe? There? Hi, Shy! Welcome on in! Great work on Monday. Thank you. Thank you. Also, if y'all are not already following Shy, you should please make sure to go and do so as well. Let's see. Danny DeVito is not that tall. So we're just gonna do this. Like this? Maybe? Nia specifically requested it in pixel art. So that's what we're doing. This is what we are doing here. It's gonna be very sketch.
Low, shawty got low, yeah. Low, shawty got low. She hit the floor. Low, shawty got low. She hit the floor. Low, shawty got low. Low, shawty got low. Shawty got low. She got the apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur. Yeah, the whole damn club, they was looking at her. Reeboks with the straps, where she turned around and gave that booty a smack. She hit the floor. Shawty got low. She hit the floor. Shawty got low. Shawty got low. Shawty got low.
Wow, wow. Amy, thank you for that redemption. I don't think it's going so bad so far, you know? We gotta do like a little bit of hair on the sides, you know, for Danny DeVito. He's not like... There we go. Except erase these chunks like that. There we go. Nia specifically asked for Danny DeVito wearing the trash can hat though, so hang on. Oh, I'm using the eraser. So the trash can hat is like this. And then there's like a little... That? I gotta make it like even or something. That's okay. There we go. Now I don't know how I'm gonna make glasses is the problem. We might just have to do like eyes because I don't know how to get... I need the pen size to be smaller. I don't know how to get it even smaller. Do 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 do. But this might be our best attempt here. I need that. There we go. Like this? I need that blue again. Let's bring back the blue. Like there. The trash slinging Asher. Here's the trash can. What's the saying? I'm the trash man, right? Here. Oh, this is kind of hard to make an E. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're just gonna make the E massive. Just gonna make the E massive. Went too far. This is perfect. Are you ever getting the flamingo hat back? Potentially. I haven't thought about it in a hot minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm out of space. I've made the M's too big. Let's see. What if we just did this down here instead? Does that solve our problem? No, it does not. It does not solve our problem. Rethinking sleep, thank you so much for choosing Use Your Prime on me for the month. I really appreciate it out here. Thank you for taking Daddy Bezos' money and giving it to me. I truly appreciate it. Alrighty. See if I can make the M not as wide. Or maybe here. I thought of a new idea. And then we do this. Glad to give you Jeff's money. Thank you. I appreciate it. New idea. That looks weird. Like that? Oh, that didn't work out. The N is tricky. That looks awful. This is not great. The N is just so wide. Let's see if we can fix this. Like that, maybe? I'm the trash man. Here we go. Nia, this is for you. You requested Danny DeVito as pixel art specifically. So here is the pixel art of Danny DeVito. Cannot find a trash can hat on Throne. What if I made you one? I would send it in a bottle. Yes, Amy, if you send it in a bottle, absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. I'd consider bringing back the trash can hat. Not the trash can hat, the flamingo hat. It's like in here somewhere. Also, oh, my armadillo's on the floor. My little stuffed animal armadillo. It's over there on the floor. So, oops. Alrighty, pals. That is where we're going to end stream for tonight. I'm going to find someone for us to go and raid here. I truly appreciate all the love and the support, especially, with the new sub goal that we just updated and things like that as well. Truly appreciate it. Seriously. Oh, you know what? Since we got lots of new friends here, from when I did the run on Monday, with Jess, which is the Valiant Son, we're going to go and raid Jess. They are an incredible speedrunner. And they are currently speedrunning Shane Marriage Percentage. So that was the run that I did last night. So if you enjoyed that run, consider sticking around for the raid towards Jess. Again, the Valiant Son. So if you watched my run on Monday, they were doing commentating for me. They were commentating my run with me, helping me out. Helping me not be so nervous. Yeah. We're gonna go raid Jess. Here is our little sub raid and our little follower raid message. So regardless, we'd love to go and spread the love onto our friends out here. So please consider sticking around for the raid. The first one again is for subscribers. The second one is for everyone else. Because again, love to spread the love. I will be live tomorrow. We might do some chill vibes tomorrow. I'll see how it goes. I don't know. I don't know what the whole vibe's gonna feel like tomorrow. I might be a little bit late because of, what is it? I'm working kind of like a longer day tomorrow, but I have to go to a faraway building. So we'll see how it goes. We shall see how it goes out here. Jess was the Doc Hudson to your Lightning McQueen. True. true. So again, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will catch you all tomorrow. Go spread the love on to Jess. They are a fantastic human being. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. But again, I will catch you tomorrow. Goodbye. I'll actually do my outro this time, as yesterday I just didn't even realize that we were rating. Bye.
Okay, bye. Hello, Lee! Welcome in!